In the unfathomable past, when darkness was mankind's only companion, a spark ignited a revolution. A time when the world was shrouded in an eternal night, the first humans huddled together, seeking warmth and comfort against the biting cold. And then, with a single spark, the world changed. The discovery of fire, an event as dramatic as it was transformative, set the stage for a new chapter in human evolution. Fire, this newfound ally, offered more than mere illumination. It bestowed upon our ancestors a shield against the lurking predators, a beacon in the cold, silent nights. It granted us the ability to cook our food, making it more palatable and safe to eat, thereby expanding our dietary horizons. In the wake of this groundbreaking discovery, fire also became an object of reverence and worship, heralding the birth of fire worship as a profound testament to its might and life-giving power. This singular discovery, as simple as it was profound, altered our relationship with the world around us. Thus, fire, a force of nature, became an ally, forever changing the course of human history. Fire, once discovered, soon became an object of reverence and worship. As humans began to understand the power and significance of this elemental force, they started attributing a divine status to it. In the ancient Indo-Aryan religions, fire was considered a sacred conduit between humans and the gods. The embers of the sacrificial fire carried prayers towards the heavens, and the flames were seen as a symbolic representation of divine energy and purity. In Indian religions, particularly in Hinduism, fire holds a significant place. It is considered one of the 5 essential elements, or Panchabhuta, that constitute the universe. Fire, or Agni, is worshipped as a deity and is a crucial part of various Hindu rituals and ceremonies. The sacred fire is lit during religious rites, weddings, and other significant events, symbolizing divine presence and blessings. The concept of Agni, the fire god in Hindu mythology, further underscores the importance of fire in religious practices. Agni, the messenger of gods, is revered as the embodiment of knowledge, power, and prosperity. The yajna, or the fire ritual, is a significant part of Hindu worship, wherein offerings are made into the sacred fire, invoking the blessings of the gods. Thus, fire, in addition to being a practical tool, also held a sacred place in the spiritual beliefs of many cultures. This reverence for fire, intertwined with its practical use, highlights the profound impact of this elemental force on human civilization. As we continue our journey through the annals of fire's history, we'll explore more about its power, its perils, and how we've learned to harness it responsibly. Yet in mastering this potent energy, mankind welcomed an intimidating foe into their midst. Fire, a being, wields the dual power to create and annihilate. It exists as compelling testament to raw, wild power. A tiny spark can within morph into a roaring blaze, engulfing all in its path. One such grim example is forest fires, which, in their fury, lay waste to millions of acres of land annually, annihilating habitats and entire ecosystems. The Worldwide Fund for Nature estimates that in the last 10 years, forest fires have ravaged a region larger than India. However, the threat of fire is not confined to the wilderness. In our cities, fires in structures pose a terrifying risk. The United States Fire Administration reveals that every year building fires cause over $12 billion in damages and claim upwards of 3,000 lives. A mere spark can turn a towering structure into a death trap, highlighting the lethal power of this primal force. The situation is even more critical in the case of fuel plant fires, which can lead to catastrophic explosions, causing large-scale destruction and loss of life. According to the National Fire Protection Association, fuel plant fires have been responsible for over 100 fatalities and injuries in the past 5 years alone. The data tells a chilling tale, underscoring the dangerous aspect of fire. Its ability to create is undeniable, from providing warmth and light to enabling cooking and the forging of tools. But its destructive potential, when unleashed, serves as a sobering reminder of the power we've harnessed. From the early days when fire was in reverence and worship, mankind has come a long way in understanding its potential and peril. Fire is thus a double-edged sword. It stands as a testament to our species' ingenuity and our capacity to command and utilize primal forces. Yet its power and unpredictability serve as a continuous reminder of the respect and care it necessitates. Fire, an enthralling paradox, is both a giver of life and, when uncontrolled, a ruthless destroyer. In our modern world, understanding fire safety has become not just a necessity, but a matter of life and death. This fiery force, once a beacon of mankind's progress and an object of sacred worship in ancient cultures, now poses a threat that lurks in the corners of our homes and workplaces, waiting for a chance to unleash its destruction. As the ancient civilization used to respect and harness fire in a controlled manner, we too must learn to deal with it responsibly. Let's consider the common culprits. Electrical faults, often the result of outdated wiring or overloaded sockets, are leading causes of domestic fires. Cooking mishaps, particularly unattended stoves and ovens, can quickly escalate into full-blown infernos. In the workplace, improper storage of flammable materials and equipment malfunctions frequently spark devastating blazes. The consequences of ignoring these potential fire hazards? The physical destruction is immediate and stark, reducing homes to ashes, businesses to rubble, yet the human toll is far graver. Thousands of lives are claimed by fire each year, countless others scarred by burns and trauma. Smoke inhalation can inflict permanent damage on the lungs, leading in some cases to lifelong complications. The emotional impact too is profound as survivors grapple with the loss of loved ones, possessions, and a sense of security. Negligence, dear friends, is a dangerous game to play with fire. Our role in fire safety is as crucial as the role of the ancient priests who tended the sacred flames. Simple steps like installing smoke alarms, keeping fire extinguishers handy, and routinely checking electrical installations can make a significant difference. In the workplace, regular fire drills and safety training are not mere formalities, but essential practices that save lives. And let's not forget the brave firefighters, the guardians in the face of this elemental threat. Their tireless efforts, often at great personal risk, serve as a stark reminder of the seriousness of the situation. We owe it to them and to ourselves to honor the ancient tradition of respect for fire by doing our part in preventing fires, in safeguarding our homes, our workplaces, our world from this capricious menace. Remember, fire does not discriminate. It can strike anywhere, anytime. The responsibility of fire safety is an onus we all share, a matter of life and death that demands our utmost attention and respect. When fire strikes, every second counts. Confronted with such a formidable foe, it's crucial to have a well-thought strategy, a clear action plan that's instantaneously ready for execution. The first of these crucial actions is to stay low, crawling near the floor to avoid the rising lethal smoke. Often the silent, insidious killer in many fire incidents isn't the fire itself, but smoke inhalation. Secondly, ensure that you have a pre-planned escape route. Amidst the disarray and hysteria a fire can incite, the last thing you want is to be scrambling to find an exit. Your escape route should be an instinctual path, guiding you to safety even in blinding smoke or total darkness. Thirdly, ingrain the phrase stop, drop and roll in your mind. If your clothes catch fire, resist the urge to run as it only fans the flames. Instead, halt, drop to the ground and roll continuously to extinguish the fire. Fourthly, approach doors with caution. Never open them without a preliminary check. If the door feels hot, it's likely fire awaits on the other side, and opening it could lead to a fatal burst of flames. Finally, once you're out, stay out. Re-entering a burning building is a risk no one should take. Material possessions can be replaced. Your life, however, cannot. In the face of fire, fear can be as lethal as the flames themselves. But fear is often the offspring of ignorance, and the remedy for ignorance is knowledge. Timely actions based on this knowledge can mean the difference between life and death, despair and hope. In a fire, knowledge is your best weapon. Be prepared, be safe. Fire, an ancient force, continues to shape our world. This elemental power, a beacon of progress and potential peril, has existed alongside us since the early days of human existence. From forest infernos to urban blazes, its might is undeniably awe-inspiring. Yet, it's our responsibility to handle this force prudently, understanding its destructive potential and equipping ourselves with knowledge for our well-being. Its profound significance is also reflected in the practice of fire worship, which venerates fire for its life-giving properties and transformative capacity. Thus, as we bask in the warmth of our fires, let us respect its power, comprehend its dangers, and always, always remember fire safety is paramount. Just as in fire worship, let's honor the flame's sanctity, imbuing our lives with its warmth and wisdom, but never forgetting its potential for destruction. If you're as captivated by this and you want to dive deeper into the fascinating world of science, then we have a simple call to action for you. Hit that like button and subscribe to our channel, Sci Tips. We're constantly exploring and breaking down complex scientific phenomena into digestible content.